Hey everybody, Nolan of Black Diamond Services. We are out at a commercial job doing some carpets. It's only been pre-sprayed so far. We're actually running two wands, so I got mine over there in the corner here, and then I do have a newer hire, Mike. He actually has some previous experience cleaning, but he has also got tons of experience doing windows, so he's going to be working with us on getting back to taking window cleaning jobs. What is how I kind of started the business is I did window cleaning, dryer vent cleaning, and some other stuff to get the ball rolling, and then purchased our first van, of course. But yeah, we got multiple rooms here, and yeah, we got the Nissan with the TMF Profire out there. Got a filter hooked up, running to the machine. So right now it's kind of a messy looking out there because the lines to the back of the filter are about 25 feet each. And then we got our individual vacuum lines and steam lines running. So this is kind of the nice thing about buying a bigger truck mount. If you get a lot of commercial jobs and they're, decent sized jobs, then it's good to have a bigger machine and another person, because then over time your overhead will be way less when you dual wand. Then you don't have to drive two vans out, you don't have to buy two vans, you don't have to buy two machines. So technically, if you had one big machine and you had somebody running with you, in my opinion, it can come out to being cheaper in the long run. Especially if you go and get these jobs where you're doing 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 square feet of carpet, etc. Or if they were like, I want the chairs done and I also want the carpet done. Well, then one of us can be, running the carpet wand while the other one is running an upholstery tool, and you can be done with the job twice as fast, and then only have to drive one van out. So when we bought this van and this setup, it came with two of these carpet wands. And I know while I don't do a ton of commercial jobs, we do have accounts that we do every year. That's like 34 locations, and then the other jobs we do periodically. And whenever it's convenient, we dual wand with the TMF Profire, and I end up saving money by not having to drive two vans out there unless it's absolutely necessary. And this machine, it's got about 600 CFM and up to 20 inches of lift. Now, the Ever 650, my first machine, is 650 CFM, and I maxed it out at about 13 CFM. So even though it has higher CFM, this fan outperforms it because of the lift, and that's what's pulling it out of the carpet. The CFMs is what's taking it back to the machine. So when I have upwards of 7 inches of lift more compared to the Everest, the performance is night and day to me. I can tell the difference and how fast I can get a carpet dry with this machine compared to the Everest. So, and this is, I'd say, the middle range machine, the Profire, as far as what else is actually out there. This machine may not be necessary for those that just do strictly residential, unless part of your business model is fast drying carpets without having to leave blowers behind and stuff like that, because that's another option. You can have blowers and speed dry as you finish a room, but the amount of time since I've had this van that I would spend moving a blower around, purchasing blowers, I probably also recouped my cost. And the difference in truck mount size to leaving blowers behind. My old job did that. If somebody wanted it speed dried and quick, we would leave blowers behind at no extra cost and then have to pick them up the next day. Or if it was, on a Saturday and then have to pick it up on Monday or something like that. So their machines weren't very strong, but I have, ever since I've been in business, I've only had one job that I've ever had to leave a blower behind, and it was because it was a commercial job that had a water leak, and I went there to extract it, and I told them it would be helpful to leave this blower here over the weekend, just to be sure it dries out as quick as possible. So there's some positives to having a bigger truck mount. It's just got to fit your business model and what you're wanting to do. But yeah, my new guy, Mike, is doing great. He's been with us for a little over about 2 weeks now. But like I said, he's got some experience in the past cleaning carpet, and then a lot of his experience is doing windows. We met a couple of years ago on a job site. He was there cleaning windows and I was doing carpet, and he kept my card and got in contact with me right when I needed somebody. So things happen for a reason, and they work out when you stay positive. So this job isn't incredibly dirty, but from what I could tell, but I guess a flooring installation place recommended us, and so thank you to them for that. A local company here recommended a local company, so thank you. But I'm gonna keep this going. Just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about what I'm doing for today. It is actually Black Friday. We accepted this job just for the heck of it to keep busy. Since Thanksgiving off, Mike wanted to work. Told him he could take it off if he wants to, but he wanted to work. So I brought him along so we can make this job quicker. Alright, carpet is turning out great. It's a little office I just came out of. This office Mike did. Got the hallway portion done right here, and he's working on 2 other offices, and then there's another one around the corner in the reception area. And then I'm doing this room, and then there's a room over there to the left, and then it feeds back out to here and the front lobby area where a bunch of chairs were at. So everything's going well. Nothing's really a struggle. Pre-spray's doing its job, and then we're using an alkaline rinse to finish it out. So this is going to be looking good by the time we're done. Okay, just finished this room. I wish that wear area would look better, but everybody walks through here. Got this main room taken care of. Just basically doing this pathway back out. Gotta move some of my hoses. Go see where Mike's at. Everything's looking good. It's looking good. Just got a reception area left. This room here. This little pathway to the front lobby. Looks like we might meet up at the front at about the same time. So everything's doing well. No hiccups, nothing. Dual wanding with the TMF Profire machine. if you got the budget for it, it's a great machine. I either suggest that one just from my personal use from different machines, or Steam Action machine, which is the original maker of it, but it was made to TMF specs the way they wanted it. I think I was the first one to buy the machine when it came out at a complete package from TMF, and I got no regrets. Besides, I wish the van was longer than the Nissan. Other than that, the machine's been great. Only minor things that you got to do to maintain it, like the oils, obviously, and occasionally you got to change the water lines because they don't last forever. But outside of that, this machine is easier to work on because it's more open. So if you're not very mechanically inclined, it'll be a lot easier for you to learn. So there's a lot of perks to it. That's why I like this machine and Steam Action's setups, because I've had this one now, let's see, I think we're at 4 years. And I haven't had any major, like, you know, $1,000 plus issues. Now the Everest, I have had some, not $1,000 issues, but, you know, $500 to $800 with a company and working on it, because they're very tightly compact machines, which has the bonus of saving space in the van, but makes them harder to work on because you gotta remove more stuff. Like, if you know exactly how to do it, changing the belts on the blower can take an hour and a half or two to do, whereas on the Profire, it's a direct drive, and the only belts it has is to the pump. So I even had to change the belts on the pump yet. I bought some in case one of them snaps, but they put some pretty high quality belts on, and I haven't had any issues. The only thing I've had to do is move the pump a little bit to tighten the belts up some. So I'm going to be replacing them soon, but the time it probably take to do it, I would say 30 to 45 minutes. If you've done it before, you know exactly where to look, what to do. So I feel like the maintenance on this machine is like 30% at least faster to complete, because you're not having to fiddle around with other stuff to get to something. So my future purchases will be machines like that, more open and easier to work on, because even if you're a big company and you have a mechanic on site, I mean, he can get more done, obviously, in a quicker time. So, and I'm not a mechanic by any means, but I just see the benefit of machines built like this without a bunch of bells and whistles, more moving parts and whatnot to break on you. So I like it. It's my personal preference. Doesn't have to be everybody's. But if you're like me and want fast dry times and less maintenance time, I definitely suggest a Steam Action machine at the very least. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and also Steam Action has been like fantastic with responding to my questions, so I'm grateful for them. I've met the owner, Sammy. He's been very helpful, so shout out to Sammy for being awesome, and the rest of the Steam Action crew for being great at what you do. We're getting close to being done. So with the two of us, I think with the setup, vacuuming the carpet, this has probably now become about a hour and 45 to 2 hour job, where if I would have did this all by myself, I would probably be at 3.5 to 4 hours. So like I was talking about earlier, being able to dual wand, have two people in one van, you know, you got somebody vacuuming, which Mike did while I was mixing up the pre-spray, pulling in the first steam line. Then all the area that he had vacuumed, I started pre-spraying. He had about, I don't know, 60 to 70% of it vacuumed. So he started on my side where I'm cleaning, and so I pre-sprayed all that, and then by the time I finished pre-spraying all my area, he was close to done with his. Started pre-spraying his side. Then all he had to do is pull out his steam line and vacuum line and start cleaning, because I had it all treated by the time he was done vacuuming. So, you know, and this much carpet was like a 15-20 minutes of vacuuming. So that's, you know, 15-20 more minutes that I would have had to do, plus all the space that he's cleaning, which has been about an hour and a half so far. So I'm looking at 3 hours and 15 minutes, 20 minutes so far. And then we got about maybe 20 minutes or so of carpet left. I'm backing up to the front lobby, and he's about to be out of the last little office that'll lead him to the lobby. So made it much more efficient. We started late today because it's Black Friday, so I told the lady we would be here at 9 in the morning instead of normally getting here at about 8:30, so not much of a difference. But I mean, I don't even know what time it is right now. It's probably a little under 11 o'clock, so even though we got started a half an hour later, we could be on time to our next normal time frame of jobs because of this dual wanding. So there's a lot of benefits to it, but you got to be in the market for it, you got to have the budget for it, and it's got to make sense for your business model. Do as much as you can, research, make sure your marketing's up to par, learn from others when possible. I hope to take more classes. I've taken a fair amount of them just to make sure, you know, I learn new tricks or certain things I didn't know how to clean before, but now I can clean with confidence. Mainly was biggest classes I took were the area rug cleaning classes for wool and silk and Persian rugs, Oriental rugs, a bunch of different ones. I've taken a carpet cleaning class a long time ago where I used to work. Taken a stone class, a tile and stone cleaning class. That also included a day of cleaning VCT, vinyl composite tiles, that you usually see in commercial buildings for the most part. Taking a business class specific to this industry that was 5 days long, packed with tons of useful information. The more you learn, the more you earn. I believe that saying to be true. If you're constantly learning, trying to improve yourself, there's a much higher probability that you're going to look for new avenues of income or level up in your current place. Another reason why I'm grateful to have found Mike and that he kept our card and wanted to work with us, because now I can basically at some point turn him into a lead and be training people how to clean windows and get that moving again like I used to have it. 'Cause I didn't do a ton, but I had a decent amount of window jobs. I did here and there. I'm not the best at it, but Mike is, so I want to set him up for success. So that's my goal for the business and for him too. Getting him positioned to be making more money and be happy where he's at. So he told me about the tools that he's used to using and that's easiest for him, and I said, well, those are the tools I'm going to get, because if it makes your job easier, then I definitely want those tools. It's like having this swivel wand. It makes my job easier. A CRB makes my job easier. Pre-vacuuming before cleaning carpets makes my job easier, or turn out better too. So when you're able to, always invest in better tools and you will reap the rewards of higher quality, and so will your clients, and of course you'll end up with being recommended a lot more and have better reviews. So we're almost done. Got this whole side done. I'm a little bit ahead of him, so I'm gonna pop over here and do this side. So that way when he's at the end of this little section here, he'll be done and I'll finish up. All right, we officially are done. Just got this front area all situated. Mike pulled this stuff out and I ended up knocking this area out. So everything turned out very well. No hiccups, nothing. Everything came out. Hopefully they'll want to have us back in a year at least, or maybe a little less. I don't know what their frequency is for cleaning here or how much business they see every single day, but yeah, turned out well.